Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fired Up. That is a blaze. That is an inferno. So we got a little new fire behind us. Let me know if you like it. Is it too much?
It's too much.
It's not too much. We're blazing in here. It's an inferno. Welcome to a Fired Up episode on a Thursday afternoon or morning, depending on where you are.
Thursday?
It's Thursday.
Oh my God.
It's Thirsty Thursday, actually. Thirsty Thursday. So that means tomorrow we're going to be waiting to hear from Mr. Taz in the Fed group for the drink of the weekend. Because last week was peanut butter whiskey. I've never had that, but okay, listen, we're here. It's Thursday. I hope you're all doing well. And Taz is here.
Like a nice pizza oven.
That's right. Like a nice pizza on fire. I wish I was a pizza. All right.
Speaking of, you ate pizza.
I ate pizza.
Swore you weren't gonna have pizza this week.
I ate pizza.
I should have bet on it because I said you aren't even gonna last a day. There's no way.
I ate pizza. I made mention that I would not be eating pizza at least until the weekend, Friday. I couldn't take it. Last night I had to get a margarita pizza from a place called La Guardiola here in town. It's a nice pie. I love their crust. I really love their crust. It's like I don't know what he does. Is it cornmeal maybe or something? I don't.
Probably.
Because that bottom, I love that. Nice crisp. So we're fired up, ladies and gentlemen. There's so many things to be fired up about today. Number one, I will tell you, I'm going to be talking with Dan Deibler today for the Food Equipment Service Leader Summit. So that is going to be, wow. I don't even know. It's going to be what we need right now, and it's going to bring a lot of stuff to light. And we're doing it. We're doing it because we are creating change. Change Nation, Fed Nation. That's what we're doing. So fired up about that. Also, I'm fired up reading the thread. So a gentleman in the Fed group posted about what service companies charge and how he thinks it's astronomical what some of these companies ask for because most of them aren't even worth anything close to that. Well, he got a response. Now, we don't know what manufacturer he works for. I looked into it. I couldn't really figure it out myself. Not that I want to put that out there, but it's interesting that as a manufacturer, he's coming on saying that the service networks aren't worth a dime of what they think that they are. I know what I'm worth. Now, he was mentioning about $300 just to get to the call for a diagnosis. Give me a break. All right, listen, depending on where you are in the country, maybe $300 might be a little steep. Okay. My street rates, I talked about it over there. It's for cooking, it's $125 an hour and $99 trip. It's $200, with tax and everything, $220, $230, whatever, $230 to walk through your door. Refrigeration is $135 an hour and $99 trip. Listen, you understand, these technicians are not making, this is not 1989. This is not 1999. It's 2021. Just like manufacturers and the rest of the world has inflation and things are going up and up and up. What do you think? We're just over here still paying our guys $15, $20 an hour? No, not even close. More than double. So when you factor that in, and I've talked about this, and I put this in the thread of comments. You factor in the medical benefits. You factor in all types of insurances that we carry, from workers' comp to auto, and then you factor in gas and tolls. You factor in the inventory that we hold. You factor in the training that we continually do progressively year in and year out. And then you know what you maybe not thinking about. Here's what you're maybe not thinking about. You're not thinking about the labor behind the scenes. Okay, yeah, the technician did his thing. We did what we had to do. What about the person here in my office that has to bill it out, number one, and then after they bill it out, now they have to go into another portal and upload and do it all again over there. And some of these portals, and I'm not going to mention it, some of these portals are like, it takes time. And then after we do all that, now we have to go back in and check to see if we're approved or are we rejected. If we're rejected. Because oftentimes they'll kick it back and say, oh, this serial number isn't right, or this serial is not at this location. Meanwhile, I got data tags, I got pictures, I got videos, I got GPS location. I mean, I can give you everything. So we're focusing on that as well. I have someone up there that I pay to do that. That's not a small salary. These people are not making, pennies here. These are good career jobs. And on top of that, now they're going back in and they're checking it, and it's 30 days and it's 60 days and it's 90 days for me to get my $400 or $500. So you have to really understand what's going on here. And Dan Deibler will talk about this on the summit, but he also mentions the parts sales are gone. Parts are no longer a factor in our warranty billing. We don't get handling anymore. All we're focused on is the labor. That's all we have the opportunity to make any kind of money on. And then we talk about, your foot in the door at a location. That was relevant in 99. It's not relevant today. Guys like Dan Deibler, he's his own foot in the door to his customers. I'm my own foot in the door to my customers. Where are you bringing me that I'm not already? Years ago, that was one of the big things. Like, you get your foot in the door to a new location. You're going to get part sales. You're going to get handling on your parts for the warranty. We were all making money here in service. It's changed. And listen, this is not, again, understand this is a conversation to make change and create change and to invoke thought, because if it can't stay status quo. That's why we're fired up. And it's not just me. Go to the Food Equipment Digital Disruptor group on Facebook. Join. Manufacturers, please join. Reps, dealers, other service companies, join. We're creating change. And that's why these conversations are happening. That's why people are fired up in the group. It's time to move the needle. It's time to move it, and it's time to understand our side. A lot of these things are supposed to be partnerships, and listen, I have amazing relationships with manufacturers. I'll give a shout out right now to Unified Brands, Joe White and the team at Unified Brands. Love you guys, growing Randell. Shout out to the Well Built team. I'm not going to go into a million because I could be here forever, but shout out to the Well Built team. Frymaster, Garland, Delfield, Merry Chef, all those shout out to those guys. There are manufacturers that do it right. And there's relationships and phones we could pick up. And it's not just, this is what it is, deal with it. Because it can't stay that way. And if you're giving somebody $65 an hour or $75 an hour, and you're giving us 10 calls a year, why do I need to run on those calls unless I'm completely, dead, which we're never dead here. We're always busy and moving. I'm going to go to the guy that's paying me $100 an hour, $120 an hour street rates, or as close to street rate as possible. Or I'm going to go to the person that may have a little bit of a discount rate, 90 an hour or 95, whatever it might be, but they're giving me 10 calls a week. I'm sorry. If you want premium service, you have to pay premium rate. Otherwise you will sit on, listen, this is not me saying this. This is the industry. I promise you, I roll in these circles for a long time. I'm not saying anything new. Now, it might be new because people are actually talking about it out loud now, and there's no restriction right here on my channels. And listen, I'm not doing this in a negative way. I'm doing this in as positive possible way as I can, to bring people together, build this community, and again, create the change that's needed. So we can, because again, these are all of our same. We have the same customer in each respective market. The rep, the dealer, manufacturer, us. We exist. We coexist. We need to make sure that customer is there for the next unit and the next unit and the next unit. Service sells the next unit and the next unit and the next unit. When you're going in and you're saying, "Oh, Rich, just build a customer for that." Build a customer. That customer is going to be angry. They're going to have a bad taste in their mouth. If you think that we don't take calls here at service companies saying, and you hear it like with the warranty stuff, I'm sorry, I had to bill you $300. You know what, Rich? I'll pay it, but I'm never buying this piece of equipment from these people again. I hear it all the time. I can't not bill for my technicians' work. I don't understand why a sheet that says 1.5 hours for a gas valve and 15 minutes for a probe. It takes 15 minutes to get the tools to the oven and take them out. We didn't even break ground at 15 minutes. Nothing should be less than an hour minimum. Everything's an hour minimum. 15 minutes. You kidding me? Yeah, I'm fired up about that. You should be fired up about it too. because it's thievery. Is that right? Is that a word? Thievery.
Thievery.
Thievery. It's stealing. And I'm not gonna let us have our time stolen anymore. We're building a beautiful brand here. We're building a beautiful company. We have amazing, hardworking people that come in every day, super dedicated to what care is. They wear this proudly. And we have a growing, strong customer base from national chains, all right, to country clubs, to hospitals and healthcare and assisted livings. I mean, we're building like never before. We are in the doors where this equipment is. We are the voice of the manufacturer out here. And we do it proudly. OEM parts, factory authorized, trained, certified technicians. Boom. I'm fired up about that too. Proud of it. And I know my Cefesa people across the country are all proud of it too. We got anybody? I know I see some stuff going on here. I'm gonna jump in some comments.
Jesus just says, I know what I'm worth, but I'm a customer understanding on these trial times.
Yes.
But here in Florida, not many techs get paid more than $28 an hour.
Yeah. No, and I get it, Jesus. I'm with you. I mean, we have done things. I mean, I didn't when we came back, just so everybody, we got the full fleet back in June of 2020. And my sister's calling me. Obviously, she's not watching my live. I didn't charge. There was no overtime or no double time or anything to the customers. I mean, we paid our technicians the overtime, but we were just there around the clock servicing up until the end of September, pretty much after Labor Day. Then we started instituting overtime and double time again, charging the customer that. But for the whole pandemic up until October 1st, I mean, we weren't charging $1 in overtime. And that was to let the customer know, listen, you're going through hard times. I'm going through hard times. We're not trying to kill each other. Let's just stay in business. Let's stay working. Let's stay building. But good.
Got him rich. Got him Cason Industries. If they want chatty service, they can pay for that too. Grand larceny is actually what Taz says.
Yeah.
And Woot Woot at Cason Industries, genuine products.
Yes, Cason OEM genuine products. Listen, Cason is definitely a strong name in the game. We utilize that, especially the refrigeration components and door closers and all that stuff. Absolutely. But yeah, I mean that's one of the things. So one other thing I wanted to touch on before we take the episode down was in that same thread. There's so much going on. Please go to when you go to that group, go look at this thread. You can't miss it. I think there's like 80 plus comments. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of comments.
Yeah. So one of our technicians actually responded to what I was talking about of I guess all the stuff that goes into billing and warranty and everything like that. And he made a mention of all the time. He said, "Not Rich." Matter of fact, I should try to pull this up right now. Bear with me.
Let me see if I can find it first.
Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Okay, let's see. It should come up here. Yeah, 85 comments. And I'm getting there. Guys. Stay with me.
What date was it?
I got it.
You got it? Okay.
So he said, Rich, wanted to add that the tech support component of the relationship is all but gone too. Too many factories are outsourcing that to people who do not know the equipment, or you wait on hold for the real tech support for an extremely long time, adding to the warranty labor. I know those young techs need that lifeline that is no longer there. Then we have Shannon. Shannon, I'm going to throw you in there because, I mean, you posted it up here. I have to put you. Shannon Sykes says, my techs complain about the wait time constantly. The days of real service managers and manufacturing is gone. Fortunately, she remembers the good old days. Dave, another one of our techs here, got on the thread here in Fed Nation. I used to know the actual names of the support guys at most of the factories. We would make small talk about NJ, New Jersey. No more. Frymaster is the last of the good old guard. However, even they try to pass you off to a different department when it comes time to get the actual part numbers you need after discussing the problem. So yeah, I mean, I remember Frymaster. We in New Jersey, we are Frymaster. We got tons of OEM Frymaster stock. My father used to call, when you called down there, he called the bullpen. Call the bullpen, kid. They got the answers to everything. So shout out to Frymaster for still keeping it real. And listen, this is not what I'm saying. This is what the industry is saying, not me. So Shannon says this needs to be put in my agenda for a then versus now in service. But we have manufacturers out there that another thing that to get fired up about is we have these technicians on. So this is to Dave's point. We have technicians on site that are looking to get some technical assistance, sometimes when troubleshooting. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Manufacturers are saying, well, I'm not paying you for that time. Okay, well then, not to be childish or anything, but should I just wrap it up then? Okay, well, you're not going to help me. You're not going to pay me. So I'm going to leave site, and then the customer is going to call back and say, what happened? I'm going to say, well, we don't get paid to troubleshoot anymore. I mean, how do you really want to do this? That's the question. Where are we? We're doing it's backwards. You want premium service. You want first-time fixes. You want us to hold all this inventory that we don't sell anymore. You want us to run and rush and get things done, and you don't want to pay us for our time. That's what I'm fired up about. Needs to change. So, listen, the conversations are here. What do we got? Someone?
No.
So these are the conversations. And again, go to the group. This is not me. Lisa, this is not me.
No, it's not. That would be a lot of time spent.
There's 85 comments from various service guys and gals telling you their real feelings. And I've been talking to people, and people are saying, Rich, we've never had a place to come and do this. Thank you for putting this together. Shout out to my man Quentin. Touched my heart last night with his comment. I appreciate that. I mean, it makes me feel very good because I know we're doing this for the greater good of the industry. This is not about, listen, I'm not going to get rich off. Listen, service companies, we're not going to get rich off doing warranty service. Okay? It's more to it. It's partnership. We're connected. We could build business together. We could do things together, but it's got to be mutually beneficial. Taz,
need to go to chat/pick format. That way, tech support guru can help multiple people at one time. I know the phone call is where it's at. Imagine if the factory guru was answering 7 or 8 chats at the same time instead of one phone call at a time. Yeah. I mean, we're at the beginning stages, and I think that's relevant. We're at the beginning stages of the conversations, and people make phone calls here to me. I'm starting conversations that are I didn't even start some. I'm not even starting these conversations. Do we understand that? The industry is starting the conversations. I'm just here to facilitate it, bring it to light, help people talk about it, give a platform, get fired up, get people fired up, because we want to make money. But at the same time, it's not just about the money. It's also about the partnership, the camaraderie that you see and you talk about. We could help build business together. We could help build each other's markets up, but it's got to be done right. And I can't go out there and pay my guy $35, $40, $50 an hour. And there's even more to that, to the labor costs. When you lump everything in, we do a cost analysis here. It's freaking $65, $70 to literally send a technician to a site. We're just getting started, guys. We're just getting started. So I implore you to head over to Facebook, Fed Group, Food Equipment Digital Disruptors. It's building, it's growing. Don't forget, we put on a conference. We had a conference in Miami in 2020, just before the pandemic hit. We got another conference coming. Next year, 2022 in Arizona. And I know Josh Zolan had mentioned this. He's gonna host a kickoff party. I don't know. I'm not holding him to anything, but that would be amazing. So I'm going to talk with him, find out exactly where the venue is going to be. And we're going to start putting this together right after the Food Equipment Service Leader Summit. Planning starts going down for Fed Nation, for the Fed Conference. Going to be a big one. Going to be big. You're going to want to be there. And that's it. Listen, we're done. Episode, taking it down Thursday, fired up. Love to hear more from you on LinkedIn or in Fed group. Love to hear more. Get fired up with me, and I'll see you mañana, Friday.